Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello, thank you for watching my videos. It's Mike, it's March 2nd, 2009. Okay, so to begin with, I've been looking at where my viewers are coming from and checking their forums, the forums that my videos are appearing in and so forth, which is great, I love it. And checking the comments in some of these other forums. So of course I'm on Godlike Productions all the time, they think I'm just magic, that's great. But there's also a couple of other forums out there. I keep appearing on some gold bug forums and things like that, which is great. It's cool. So I went and looked at some of the comments that don't appear here on YouTube that appear over on the other side. And some of them are just hilarious. It's great fun. But the first one, of course, is the twitchiness. They say I'm twitchy. I think the problem is because I'm actually recording this in England using a PAL camera, which records at 25 frames per second. When you're watching it in North America, they have to add an extra frame, I guess, every 6 frames. So that can make me appear kind of twitchy and not very seamless movement, which I guess is kind of disconcerting. So I'm going to try and fix that somehow and see if I can change the video camera to record progressive and instead of interlaced and all kinds of weird things. So anyway, we'll see if I can sort that out. I'm not normally that twitchy. Anyway, so next problem, next little comment. There was all kinds of funny comments. It was hilarious. I love it. Thank you very much. Just come onto YouTube and ask. It's great. Anyway, one of them was, I know what's behind that curtain. It's his mum cleaning up. Oh, thanks very much. You're either insinuating that I'm very young. Cool. I am much older than I look. And, or indeed I live at home. I'm an old man living at home with my mother cleaning up behind there. And no, sadly not. I have to do my own house cleaning. Anyway, but thanks very much. It made me laugh and giggle, and that's really what I want. So to begin the report today, we have an article that appears in The Independent today. Now for something completely different. John Cleese and Jumping Jack flash on the back of our notes. There's a list of certain, famous English people that can appear on the back of Bank of England bills. And on that list actually includes John Cleese, yep, doing his funny walk, and Sir Mick Jagger. There's all kinds of other ones on the list too. You've got artists like Constable and writers like Chaucer and so forth. But anyway, it's a good article. And at the bottom of the article, it gets quite funny. Basically it says, notes were handwritten until the bank issued fully printed versions in 1855. It converted St. Luke's Lunatics Hospital on the city borders into a printing works. So they turned a lunatic asylum into the Bank of England printing press. That is hilarious. I've actually been to the Bank of England printing press, the new one over in Essex, and it's actually quite funny. When you walk in there, you basically have to hand over any currency you have, and they put it in a little locker, and then when you're leaving, they check you. They check randomly people leaving to see if they've nicked any bills, and I got randomly checked. And here's my little certificate saying I agreed to be searched. Of course, failing to be agreed to be searched, I would basically be arrested immediately, so I had to agree to be searched. Anyway, that was funny. Anyway. So, yeah, so the fact it started in a lunatic asylum certainly points to where some mess of this is coming from. Okay, so a couple of there's a funny one here, funny commentary from Charlie Brooker this morning. His use of words is quite remarkable, and I really like that article. But we'll skip along to the real news. Gordon Brown wrote a column in the Sunday Times yesterday, which I thought I would highlight. The special relationship is going global, and of course basically he's banging on about the same things he was banging on at the European meeting, the meeting of the G20 European countries last weekend. Bank of England set to pump cash into economy to avoid deflation. Okay, so we expect this week the bank's Monetary Policy Committee will agree, or Britain's Monetary Policy Committee will agree to let the Bank of England begin using quantitative easing. Now, of course, they don't. I mean, 97% of our currency in England is not physical. It's all done on computers, so it's not the same as printing money. Yeah, I know, but the concept is exactly the same. Now, what does printing money give you? A nightmare. Okay, so financial crisis hits world markets. It started in Japan this morning. Some of the Asian markets are down 4%. It moved into London right now. The FTSE is down. well, last time I checked, it was down 3.4%, 3.5% in total, being led by the banks. Now, why is this happening? Well, HSBC, linked over here, HSBC shares fall on record £12.5 billion cash call. So that's roughly 15 billion US dollars. Basically, the bank has said, okay, we didn't need the money before. We do now, please, just give us some money. And they're looking at investors to get the money, as opposed to going to a government, because as soon as you start going to the government, that's it for your bank. So at the moment, they're still pleading with investors to give them some money. Now, the problem is, there's lots of other companies starting to look for money as well. Prudential and the manufacturer of Mr Kipling's over here, Premier Foods, expected to announce a £400 million rights issue. There's a bookmaker, Bookies, William Hill, announced £350 million fundraising system. It's just going on and on and on. There's more companies looking for more cash, and they're starting to get desperate. So this should have an interesting knock-on effect around the world. Now I expect this in other countries as well. It's just I'm going to report on what's happening in Europe. Okay, Volkswagen and Porsche. Okay, so Porsche went and bought a whole bunch of Volkswagen shares and now is effectively the owner of Volkswagen. This is a good thing because their profit's actually going up because of all the Volkswagen stuff that's being sold and not their Porsche. The Porsche cars are just not doing well. The number of Porsches that were actually sold down something like 26%, and it's not getting any better. So there's a funny story coming along about Porsche. Warren Buffett warns America of onslaught of inflation. Okay, so Mr. Buffett's figured this out. Basically saying if you're going to start doing this quantitative easing, yeah, you can fix deflation that way. That will probably have a good effect. Then you're going to get nailed with inflation. And if you're not careful, it's going to turn into something really nasty. Double-digit inflation or worse. This man is not stupid. He knows what he's doing. Pay attention to that one. Commentary from Ambrose Evans Pritchard on Saturdays, or he did it Saturday night, so it would have been Sunday's Telegraph. We need shock and awe policies to halt depression. Wow, there you go. He's using the D word. Expect to see it more often. Now, why is he using the D word? Well, partway through there, he's saying factory output is collapsing at the fastest pace everywhere. The figures for the most recent month available are, year on year, Taiwan down 43%, Ukraine down 34%, Japan down 30%, Singapore down 29%, Hungary down 23%. I mean, I can read them out, but you get the general idea. Everywhere around the world, manufacturing and factory output is declining at the fastest rate ever. Ever! Don't expect it to get any better anytime soon. Now, he's basically going on and saying, okay, to fix this, we're going to have to do something really drastic. And in such a way that, we actually inspire confidence among people. Highly unlikely with the people we have leading us into this nightmare. So what happens to leaders that lead us into a nightmare that don't quite have a clue? Well, over in Guinea, something odd has happened this morning. Linked over here. West African state of Guinea-Bissau, the democratically elected president, I cannot say that name, Mr. Vieira. Vieira? I don't know. Yeah, dead. Shot by his soldiers in a bloody coup. Expect more of this. Okay, and finally, I made mention before of SPP turning into something different, and people saying, no, it's SPP's nothing, it's no big deal, stop freaking out, it's not a conspiracy. Okay, you don't know enough about history, but anyway. ASEAN, the Asian goal. Now the ASEAN is the Southeast Asian nations. So the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, including things like Thailand and so forth. Basically, it's come out and said they want to be like the EU. Come right out and said it. Okay, good. Right, funny story to end off. Fired up Kerry Katona hands back the keys to another Porsche. Yes, is it Porsche? Is it Porsche? Depends on where you live. I'm going to say Porsche, because that's what I grew up saying. Kerry Katona has had to hand back the keys to yet another plush car as she faces a huge tax bill. It emerged today. Well, yesterday. Anyway, you get the idea. It's the Daily Mail, and there's a big picture of Kerry there. That's fine. The family's now down to 2 cars after handing back 2 different Porsches for sale. Now it's really funny because my brother lives about 3 miles from Kerry Katona's house, and I occasionally, when I'm up there visiting, etc., occasionally get the privilege of driving past this gated community and wondering, what is Kerry up to now? Oh, the poor girl. She should get her life straightened out. Anyway, at the bottom of the article they have some pictures of the Porsches on sale. That's quite a nice looking one, actually. Nice red one there, and a silver Porsche Carrera. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, everyone else, have a good day. Don't worry. I'm sure the Dow Jones and the S&P will do dramatic things today, and if you are in that particular market, you'll probably make some money if you're shorting things. So, anyway, everyone have a good day. Peace, love, understanding. It's coming. You've still got time. Okay, bye.